welcome guys back to the championship division. We are in the beautiful Netherlands, I can say. We are racing in Zandvoort. Finally, justice has been served. We are back from our little break, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by...
Mr. Inorganic, you alright, Luke?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just getting back into the swing of things after having a week off.
Yep. It felt like a long week, to be fair. It's been 2 weeks already since we did the last comps.
Yeah. And it looks like with the lack of drivers that we've got, there's not going to be some people still on holiday.
Yeah, we only got 6 drivers so far, and 1 will join. So that's not a lot. But unfortunately, that's the situation when, well, at least for the championship, the Champions Edition, if you pre-ordered it, I think next, what is it, Thursday or Tuesday? No, Tuesday, I think. The game will be out. So officially, when we join next week, well, we be on comms next week. The new game is already out.
Yeah, it needs to be better than this year's one.
I certainly hope so. Because I can tell you, I did not enjoy this game too much. In terms of traction and stuff.
Yeah, the physics are all over the shop. Hopefully they've kind of sorted that out for the new game.
Yeah. Jeweler saying in the chat, evening, how are we? We are good. Is there time for me to join? I think there still is, because you can join during the qualifying. So, as Spuggy just did, I think you just need to let Rusty know. Rusty all can, as we are on board with him, know that you want to join, and then you can join. I need to put my sound a bit down because my the cars are quite loud into my ear. We don't have any rain for both sessions, so that's interesting.
That's a bit of a strange one. I know every time I've raced on in Netherlands, it's always been raining. It was raining yesterday as well.
Yeah.
And it just started to stop raining, and then it decided to kick me out. So, yeah. Me and F122 at the moment are not best of friends.
Luckily you can get a new version, you could say, next week.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss 22, I've got to say. And hopefully as well with the new game we'll have more drivers, and they're going to be doing the leagues on pace and not on assists, so we should have a lot more drivers in the championship.
Maybe a lot of from first division moving up, and then we get a competitive field again, because it's always the case near the end of the season. Championships have been decided. Well, driver championship is a tricky one this time, but apart from that, everything is decided, so really nothing to fight for. Speaking about the Drivers' Championship, we have Al. We don't have Jetfish for the final 2 rounds. Now currently the gap is 50 points. And that is what Al needs to score at least in the last 2 rounds to get the title. And that's quite a shock from Jetfish.
Yeah, I think Jetfish is going to be kind of secretly hoping that his teammate crashes out. I know it's hard to say, but it's going to be thinking that, isn't he?
Yeah, because if Al does crash out, he will get the championship. So there may be an opportunity for Booty or Kieran this round.
Yeah, I think the McLarens, I think they'll be looking for their double podium. I think both fast drivers. Booty's shown a lot of pace. We've got no karting.
Yeah. No Matt.
no. There's more commentators than there are racers.
Let's see. We do have a lot of big gaps already between the first four who set the time. Buggy will start last then.
Yeah, just joined, so I'll start at the back. But I think all the drivers will be hoping not to make any mistakes and just keep going, because they'll get good, decent points.
Yeah, there's almost a 50% chance of a podium.
Yeah, and I think Al won't be pushing that hard. I think he'll be probably taking things a little bit easier to make sure he doesn't spin out and try to avoid any trouble.
Yep. We don't have a championship decided just yet this round. We will have to wait for Brazil next week as the final round. But for now, we could potentially have a championship decided, but that would be the case if Al doesn't finish the race.
Yeah, or if he finishes quite low down the pecking order.
Yeah, that's a chance, but we will see. For P7, I think you still get decent points.
Yeah, I mean, already looking at his fastest time, he's 0.3 of a second up on Booty at the moment, so we know he's got the pace.
Yeah, for sure. The weather is a bit the same as outside. When I look outside, it's glowing orange and very hot here in the Netherlands currently.
Yeah, it's warm over here as well. I've got a fan on.
Oh, I will need to pick it up again. It's been a long time I put it next to me, but that's a good idea. I think I still have it in somewhere in my room. But yeah, it will be. I think we will have above 30 degrees this weekend. So I don't know when the next Assetto Corsa race. Is that on this Monday or the Monday after?
It's the Monday after. It's on the 19th.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
otherwise I would have it will be a sauna in here because the sun is like on my part of the of the house, you could say, because my brother has the other side of the house and I have one side of the house. But I also have like the what's it called? The top. What's the top floor?
Top floor. Yeah. So you've got the
hottest room,
full
you could say.
heat.
Yeah. So especially now because the sun will be, well, for us up to, what is it, 10, even past 10 p.m. So it will be a very hot race then if it was on the Monday. But luckily, it might be a bit, well,
Yeah.
bit
Hopefully
less
it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool down a bit. Definitely get the fans on the go.
In the meantime, we got Jetfish in the chat saying "Go on, Booty," supporting the rivals.
Yeah. There's no love lost there between teammates.
Nope. Hopefully they will both be back in the Premier Division next year. Get another chance to fight them.
I can see quite a few drivers from the First Division moving up into the Championship. Nats, Smith, Dino. There's some real fast drivers in the First Division, so yeah, hopefully they'll be moving up, and us mere mortals might get a bit of a chance of a bit of a higher finish.
Yeah. Well, for me it will be even more difficult if Jetfish and Owl, another two quick guys, move up to the Premier Division. I will hopefully still be holding on, but we will see. Maybe everything changes next game. You never know.
Yeah,
I was quick at the start of the game, but because I got two podiums in the first two pre-season races, but then afterwards it all dropped.
Yeah, they made a lot of changes, didn't they? To the handling model and stuff like that. Did they improve it? I'm not quite sure, but hopefully with the new game, the better traction on the tyres, better torque delivery. Hopefully, yeah, we can have a bit more closer battles.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a video on the internet from the 2020 game. If you look at the grip you have through the corners, like the S section in USA in the Kota, that was unbelievable. You could just floor it every corner, and then it would stick to the. If you do that in these cars, you will spin off every second. So
Yeah, it's and they've got more wings and everything. On obviously the cars are bigger.
yeah,
This season there was a couple of years ago, so yeah, it's always a bit of a strange one with the grip on this.
yeah. It's also the turning in. I feel like real drivers have said that before as well. The what I felt is that at the last game and the 2020, the car was more reactive when you tried to steer in, so the front end would immediately react to where you're going. And I feel like these cars are so heavy and have so much understeer every corner. And that's why I always run more wings, because I I just can't run low wings. It's unbelievable. I need to have a responsive car.
Yeah, it's that understeer that kills you on these. Of last couple of races, I've put on a lot more wing, just to have a bit more confidence in the car itself.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I need that bit more confidence in the corners and stuff. In the meantime, though, I think Kieran improves, Rusty improved, but also Booty's on a quick one. Oh, he's going in. Oh, don't think he was on the quick one then. So
Yeah.
Stubby not going quicker. I was still in. Oh, Booty did improve before. I didn't see that. He's gone to an 11.4, so 1/10 behind Al now. Still time for one final run, as Zandvoort is a short track, of course.
Yeah, some fantastic corners on here. I love the bank corners. The last corner on this.
It's always been. I remember before it even got to the game and stuff. Everyone in the Netherlands was always talking, "Oh, Dutch Grand Prix, Zandvoort stuff." But then we had like Jumbo, the supermarket race days, and we had F1 cars, and then I couldn't imagine that like the F1 would come here, but the track changes they made. Yeah, it's been a very good track now. It's a very good track now.
It's still a difficult track to overtake.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing.
Yeah, because I mean, we was racing in the wet, and I went full wings for the because proper downpour at the start of the race, and yeah, it round the corners you could really keep up, but on the straight you just didn't have the pace to get past. That's possibly the main overtaking spot is on the DRS on the start finish straight.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit. You can compare it to Hungary. I feel like because I mean the main straight is a bit shorter. I feel like, but on the other hand, you get more of a slingshot out of the final corner. So if you are close, I think the DRS is a bit too late. That's the detection is a bit too, or the activation is a bit too late. I feel like.
Yeah, and the curbs as well. A couple of the curbs here can really unsettle the car if you hit them curbs.
Yeah, that's what I've. I mean, they try to make the curbs more realistic. I feel like this year, but in some parts it's like almost feels like too realistic.
Yeah,
getting
some
bounced
of them,
over the curbs everywhere.
yeah, some of them are way too high.
Yeah.
Especially when the makeup of the car wants you to kind of run quite low to get the suction off the track, off the bottom of the car. But yeah, you hit them curbs and it really does unsettle the car.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing here. Is following Al now on his final. Well, I suggest it is his final flying lap. Some good shots here. Some Dutch corner names, but I don't remember most of them.
Yeah, I don't know them. I should have done some research. But
I know the Arie Luijendijk corner, the Tarzan, we call him the Tarzan bocht. The schijfvlak, that's the part where Cosmo is, I think, now, or is it? Yeah. And I feel like I know more, but I can't name them right now.
My Brummy accent wouldn't be able to handle them kind of.
I will have a look if I can see. As Owl improves to 111.1, and let's follow Stubby then, as he's also on the lap, or is Rusty on the lap? Rusty's also going quicker, so we follow him then. So have a look at Zandvoort corner names.
Yeah, I'm surprised the McLarens haven't been out to try and improve on their time. Oh, as I say, that Kieran's just coming out.
Oh yeah, now I know them. So we have turn 1 is the Tarzan bocht. Then turn 2, so the bit right-hander is the Gerlach bocht. It's all bocht is corner. It's very weird. Then the third corner, so the first banked corner is the Hugenholz bocht. Then that little left, the first like right thing at the right, left, right is called Hunzerug. Then we have the Slotenmakersbocht, and then we get Schijfvlak. Then turn 8 is Mastersbocht. That's easy. And then the chicane is the Hans Ernst chicane. And then we got the Kumo bocht and the Arie Luijendijk bocht. So, good luck.
That's easy for you to say. I'll leave the
finally
the corner names to you.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. As Kieran improves to 111.9 and Stubby improves to the second row. Our only Dutch driver. Oh, Kieran spun. His Cosmo is approaching. Oh.
Oof.
Let's see, Owl not going quicker, so I think he's done. Stubby's not going quicker, but he might go again, I'm not sure. But we were waiting for Booty. As Cosmo is not going for it, and I don't think Rusty is going for it.
Yeah, I think Booty's just warming up his tyres. Just getting ready for his last push.
Yeah, so everyone else is going in. So Booty will have a final shot at pole position then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Stubby's in.
Into Tarzan, into turn 1. Nicely held. Now turn 2. And into the banked corner of turn 3. Nice and clean through there. Now 4, 5 and 6.
He's
and the
good for second.
Oh, not up on his time though. But you can gain more time in the middle sector. Oh, on the curb a bit too much there.
Yeah, the curbs kill you.
Let's see, second sector. Oh, up on his time. He needs a good final sector to at least go to the front row.
He's looking good for that second.
Can he improve in the final sector? to the line. And oh, he doesn't jump up to the front row. Kieran is still going, but he's 2 tenths up on his time in the first sector. What is he in the second sector? 7 tenths, so he won't improve then. So Al on pole position, he will get that point, and that is not what Jetfish wants to see. But it is Stubby, the only Dutch driver here at this home circuit, on the front row.
And Kieran spun, so let's put an end to his last lap.
Yeah, it's P3 and 4 for McLaren. Then it's Cosmo in P5, I think his best qualifying ever in in RPM. It's Rusty in P6 and Puggy in P7. And Jetfish saying, stops, go on, send it like Senna/Prost, please. Into turn 1. What's it? I know Booty is strong at this track because I used to race him in another league. And he was quite quick around here, so quite surprised that he couldn't really improve on the final lap. Maybe it's all to do with track conditions.
Yeah, I wonder how much Jetfish has had a word with his with the mechanics to have a bit of a mess with Al's Mercedes.
And we are waiting. And we will see what the Dutch Grand Prix can do. And I hope that we will have a better shot at it next season with more drivers.
Big Puggy's left.
Ooh.
It looks like
Is
he's
that
left
disconnection?
the session, so yeah. And it's raining.
Oh, it's raining. I didn't see that on my... I mean, it is a high percent chance of rain. But I didn't expect it to be raining. And maybe that's why Puggy left. But the points aren't really updating so far, because it says still Rusty has that 1 point for pole position that should go to Al. So maybe the timing isn't working too well. Also, the battle between the McLarens and Kieran now has a chance to get P3, as Stebo is not here for the last 2 rounds. Oh, now it is updated, and McLaren would also jump to P2 in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, the weather reports are saying it's overcast with 57% chance of rain. Well, it's raining. Yeah, everyone's out on inters. I don't think they'll be on inters for long. It's very, very fine rain, so that track's really going to dry up very, very quick.
Interesting. We will have very interesting situations. Mixing mixed conditions is always interesting.
Yeah, it will. According to the weather, it might be like this for about 10 minutes, and 15 minutes might start drying up. But yeah, we could see a couple of pit stops, I think, with this one.
Yep. Currently almost maximum points for Al, and with the live standings as it is right now, we haven't started the race yet, but Al would move 9 points behind Jetfish with 1 race to go. But can Stubby maybe do something at his home Grand Prix?
Al's just going to take it easy, I think. Doesn't need to do anything silly. Just keep it on the track.
Yeah. That's the most important thing tonight. Let's see. Because P6 will already give you 19 points, so if Al just finishes the race, he will be scoring some very good points. We are waiting for the red lights, and it is 3, 4, 5 red lights in Zandvoort, and lights are out, and let's see who has a good start. We will have to wait and run up to turn 1. Al's got a good one. Stubby is behind. It is Booty up the inside. Whoa, almost contact.
Well, all looks like they've pretty much behaved themselves there.
Yeah, and Booty up to P2.
I mean, normally we would have the two Mercedes out front battling each other. Obviously we haven't got that this week, so it could be the McLarens maybe having a bit of a battle.
Yeah, for the podium maybe with Stubby.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what Booty's pace is like. Maybe he has some better race pace. But Al's gone in front.
Yeah, and I think everyone would have gone pretty much on a dry setup. I don't think anyone really would have gone for a wet setup. So
Al almost into the wall out of the final corner there. Yeah, and I think most people will be on a dry setup. Yeah, because I don't think they expected the rain.
Yeah, so that last corner, the bank corner. I know it kind of begs you to put the power down, but like with Al there, put the power down a bit too early in these conditions. It's going to be a bit slippery, and you can collect that wall.
Yeah. Buggy is gone into AI, or is in AI, of course. He disconnected, so that's unfortunate. So we will only have 6 drivers then. But Booty is purple, and my timetables have screwed up a bit as well.
Oh, as long as it's not like the last race.
No. We will see. That was a bit more chaos than this.
That kept things interesting last time.
Yeah. Let's see, Booty's now putting a lot of pressure on Al, maybe. But Stubby and Kieran hold on. And it's a fight for P5 between Cosmo and Rusty.
Yeah, I know Rusty's been doing quite a bit of racing on the beta of the 23, so he's come back now to the 22 model, so he might find it a little bit. Oh, there we go, it's gone off.
Oh,
might struggle a bit.
Yeah, that's a big change, I think. Yeah. Especially, he said that it was much better, so.
Yeah, it'd be much more with the expecting that kind of levels of grip. You're not going to get that in 22, and especially damp conditions.
No, the rain is terrible in this game. I'm so slow in the rain. I've always been, to be fair. I just can't. With no traction control, I feel like I don't understand how all the other guys do it.
Yeah, there's a couple of what we call aliens that can just somehow seem to manage to drive in the wet and without traction control. I mean, I can't drive in the dry without traction controls.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
There doesn't seem to be much of a dry line yet. I'm quite surprised at that.
Yeah, it's still raining a bit on Booty's onboard, so. So we will see. Yeah, we'll have to wait. But we are already 4 laps in out of 36.
And Booty's keeping up with Al quite nice.
Yeah, I think everyone else is, to be fair, because they're still within 1 second. No DRS in the wet.
Yeah, which is a shame because you're going to need to. Oh, Al's gone wide.
Yeah, Booty's now passed, and this is what Jetfish wants to see.
Jetfish, don't rub it in. He's gonna be enjoying that.
And that's not mistakes you want to be making when you have the opportunity to get the title.
Yep, I don't know what he done there, whether he just got a bit on the power, just a bit too early, and the understeer just dragged him out wide.
Yeah, maybe Booty, his pressure got the better of Al. But now he's the one chasing.
Yeah, I mean, we said all Al's got to do is just keep it nice and steady and not do anything silly. But he's had a couple of close shaves already at the moment.
Yeah, because a DNF would mean that Jetfit is champion, so he just wants to stay on track. Well, if he finishes 6th, P6, he will still have a shot at the championship next week, so he would just want to stay on track. I think Stubby made a bit of a mistake. All of a sudden he's 1.4 behind. Oh, Cosmo is off.
Just kept it going. Doesn't look like there's any damage.
And yeah,
I say it's a shame for a big Puggy getting disconnected just before the race started.
Yeah, because he's normally very quick.
Yeah, he would have got some good points. So seems to have done it a couple of times. I know he kicked me out yesterday. I know it kicked Jones out and Dino yesterday. So
maybe the lobbies are becoming a bit shady now with the new game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a common problem, you could say, server problems.
Yeah, they're going to be concentrating, getting everything working, everything for 23, aren't they?
Yeah.
22 servers are just, yeah, not going to be looked after.
I mean, why would they bother? They've already got the new game, so any bugs right now, they will probably send the backup team or so. People who have nothing to do on it to improve. I mean, still, that's the good thing about Formula 1. Still, a lot of people play old games, as we have done before as well. So it is important to keep the servers working, but
yeah, because not everyone's going to go out there and buy the game straight away on day one. I know a couple of people usually wait a couple of weeks for all the bugs to be ironed out. But I was just looking at Al's time, Stubby's time. He's really dropped off.
Yeah, going really slow. Maybe starting to struggle with. We'll have a look at tire wear maybe. Did he pick up some damage?
Yes, he's got front wing damage. We must have missed that one. He has got front wing damage. Just noticed on the telemetry. So I don't know where he's picked that up from. Whether he's clicked a wall.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah, because he's got Kieran now all over the back of him because he has dropped off quite a bit off Alan Booty.
Yeah, he has a yellow front left wing, 13% damage. And that really doesn't help in the wet.
Yeah, I think it's too early for him to actually come in and pit.
Yeah.
Cosmo, I think.
Yeah, Cosmo has gone.
Cosmo's had
spun
at a moment, but yeah, I think it's too early to pit because you don't want to come in and go on inters when in a couple of laps time you could be on slicks.
Yeah, ow, almost losing it again. Out of the final corner. But I feel like it's starting to become more dry now. I mean, it's still rain. when it's becoming less.
Yeah, I think that's what Stubby's going to be doing. He's just going to be waiting. Yeah, so he can go out on slicks. Might just be a bit too greasy.
He's sliding all over the place, and he's now onto the grass. Gearing up the inside.
It's gone. Yep. So much more traction there.
And now it's McLaren 1 and 3. Can they make it a 1-2?
So yeah, because I mean, Owl's dropped off quite a bit as well off Booty. Booty's now 1 second ahead. It does seem to be extending that quite a bit. So is Owl struggling?
Yeah, he might be. Let's see what his tire wear is saying. Owl's tire wear is at 28 or 29%, and Booty's tire wear is at 23. So Booty has better tires. Has been the story all season. Mercedes and their high tire wear, but it might be an advantage for Booty here.
Yeah, I think Owl's probably running very quite low wing, maybe compared to Booty. And I think that's probably where Ali is struggling a bit. Obviously slow around the corners.
Yeah.
And obviously no DRS, so Booty's going to just, going for the corners. He just pulls so much more time out on Al.
Yeah, and if Al is on lower wings in the rain, that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, I think that's where he's struggling. He's going to be really hoping for the dry weather to come to get onto them slicks. I mean, we've seen it a couple of times on that last corner, on that bank corner, where he's almost collected the wall a couple of times.
Yeah, Kieran is not moving away from Stubby. I saw him making some mistakes. So, yeah, they're dropping down to P1 and P2.
Yeah, I would have thought King would have been slightly a bit closer, but he hasn't pulled away from Stubby as much as I think he was hoping he'd get away. But obviously Stubby's going to have to come in and get a new nose, so that would allow Kieran a bit of fresh air once he comes out the pits.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Kieran would want it to be dry pretty soon, because I feel like he's struggling a bit in the wet.
Yeah, I think has he gone the same as Al and gone for a lower downforce?
Yeah, Al's now losing a bit more to Booty, and I'm just waiting to see when it will be dry.
Yeah, we know it's still raining, but it's only very
light,
very fine. So
yeah.
I'm still surprised that there's not really a dry line. But is it the fact that there's only 7 cars on the track? It's just not clearing the water.
Yeah, but on the other hand, when you look on board at Al, I mean, you can clearly see the track is wet, but it doesn't look too wet. There's no spray or... As Cosmo is Cosmo going to the softs? Or at least to dries?
Let's have a look. No, he's going on to... No, he's staying on the inters. No, he's gone to full wets.
What?
He's...
He's retired.
Oh.
That's a weird call. I mean, he would have got at least P6, so I'm not sure why he did that.
Yeah, I didn't see any damage on the. There's no damage on there, so that's.
We only stuck with 5 now. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I got onto wets, I was thinking, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
the yellow
improving.
flag.
Oh,
That's
Al is in. Now I don't think he will go to the wet. No, he's going to
no
the mediums. There we go.
mediums.
Oh, Kieran is
Ooh.
in. Did Booty miss the notification? Because it is dry now on his onboard
Yeah.
as well.
And Kieran's gone onto hards, and that's what I would have thought Al would have done.
Yeah, Stubby's also gone to hards.
Yeah, and just take the hards now all the way to the end of the race. Them mediums, yeah, they probably could last, but they're not going to be as fresh as the hards. I think it's slightly a bit too early for the mediums.
Well, Booty had a 3-second gap before the pit stop. Let's see what he can, if he will still be ahead after, because you can clearly see I was pushing much more on those mediums than he could do on the inters.
Yeah, I think it's a late call from Booty to go onto the slicks. I mean, lucky for Kieran, they didn't double stack. But yeah, Booty is in now.
Yeah. Let's see where he will end up compared to Al.
And he's going onto hards.
Yeah, so an interesting strategy from Al there.
Yeah. The hards would take you all the way to the end. I'm not sure. Oof! Is it the wall? Booty's hit the wall on the exit of the pits.
Oh,
and he's damaged his wing.
Oh my. Yeah, he's damaged his wing. Booty, man.
Oh, I don't know what happened then. I don't know how he's...
Yeah, it's 30% damage as well, so that's big damage. And he's lost his wing end plate. And now this is perfect for Al. Yeah, he's struggling.
I
That
don't
is a
know what
very
he did
costly
there.
mistake.
Yeah, that's a big error. And Al with all that traction from the medium tyres now, Al's just going to pull away now, isn't he? Booty's going to have to come in and change his...
Yeah, but he can't change to the hards, right?
No, he's going to have to go into mediums, isn't he?
So this is a total disaster for him.
Yeah, it just seemed to... I don't know if he was under acceleration, too much acceleration, and the car just pulled a bit to the right, but...
Oh, he's staying out. That's a weird call.
It looked like he was going in at 1 minute, but then seemed to change his mind. He's just going to lose time to Al now. He's not going to be able to keep up with Al, and Kieran's just going to claw him back.
Yeah, is he trying to hopefully stay a pit stop within the pit stop of Al and then just be ahead and try to defend as much as he can? Yeah, but he's losing so much time.
Yeah, that's not gonna. It's not gonna work because I mean he's just gonna allow Al to have a free pit stop because he's not gonna have anyone near him to challenge him. I'm a bit baffled. Although DRS has been enabled now.
No.
But I don't think Al's gonna be Booty's gonna be able to keep out for that much longer.
It's just the frustration of just knowing you made a big mistake and then... Because going on is losing him much more time than going in.
Yeah, and he stayed out again. I mean, obviously he must think that he can get round all right, but I mean he's already 5 seconds behind Al now. I mean that's like five seconds in a space 2 laps. He's just losing so much time.
Yeah, and also there isn't a high chance of a safety car with only 5 drivers, so I'm not sure what. Yeah, why he's continuing.
Yeah, because I think Kieran's going to Kieran on them hards. Well, I think we'll start catching him up. Yeah, Kieran is catching him up. So
Yeah, but not by a lot though. Maybe I was just flying on the mediums. That could be it, but it's just a bit weird.
Yeah, maybe just Booty just thinks that he's got a big enough gap from Kieran, and he doesn't want to lose that much
P2.
time to the car behind him.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's not going to catch Al now at all. Al's just absolutely really pulling away from it, but it's a shame because it would have been nice to have seen what Booty could have done as them mediums started to go off a bit. If Booty had kept in like quite a close time to Al, would have that made Al stay out and push them mediums? But now Al's going to think, I've got all this time now.
Yeah.
I can go soft towards the end.
The only thing, I don't know how long the mediums will work, but there's also a possibility that he tries to, or at least that's what I would do, go to lap 20, pit for mediums. Yes, you will lose a lot of time, but I will need to pit again. So if you can close that gap down a bit in between the laps Booty has pitted and Al has pitted, he might have a chance, but he's losing so much time.
Yeah, I've just watched him come out of the last corner, and he was close to that wall. I mean, there's a lot of bends round this track, so he's it was a big mistake. I think he's made quite a few errors in a couple of laps. He went into the pits later than everyone else. Then obviously he's hit the wall, and he's staying out.
I'm looking at Al as well, and he is pushing purple sectors every time, and he's improving, and I think he's just trying to push on this set of tires and then go to another set of mediums and then maybe play it a bit more safe.
Yeah,
because
I mean, Al's fastest lap is like 114.5.
Yeah.
Booty's is like 116.1.
That's 1.5 seconds every lap.
Every lap, yeah. I mean, how long does it take to change a front wing? It doesn't
4
take
seconds,
that long, yeah.
I think 5. And also the pit stop isn't. I mean, you will lose about 20 seconds, 19 seconds in the pits here. So it's a very short pit lane.
Yeah.
So I was almost a pit stop ahead, which is maybe why Booty wants to stay out.
But I think Booty's going to have to watch now, because I mean, we're halfway through the race now, and I know Kieran's not particularly catching him up that much, but he is slowly catching him up.
Yeah.
So he could lose his second place.
Yeah, and also that Stubby is closing in as well.
Yeah.
On Kieran, so he could drop out of the podium.
Yeah, and I mean, if Booty's thinking, well, Al's got to obviously come into do another pit stop to get rid of them mediums, whether he goes onto another set of mediums or softs. The rate that Al is pulling away from Booty, that pit stop
will
isn't.
be easy.
Yeah, he's not going to really gain that much.
It's a very costly mistake, you could say.
Yeah, it's. Do you think how much has Al paid Booty to?
That situation spooked through my mind when the moment he crashed out there.
But yeah, I
And
mean, Ali's just
Jetfish,
put in. I was going to say. Oh, sorry, go on.
yeah, Jetfish will cancel his money transfer to the McLaren boys.
Yeah, it's it's a strange one. I could understand if it was towards the end of the race, but so far into the race, although I am surprised Kieran and Stubby aren't catching him as
Really
much as I would
quickly,
have thought they would have done.
So the difference is the medium that big of a difference? That's the question. Because it's still we only just passed the halfway mark as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Al now he's a couple of more laps, and he's going to be able to go into the pits, get on to. I don't think he'd go mediums. I think you'd see how long these mediums will last, and maybe go softs.
Yeah, well, he's currently at 33% tire wear after 9 laps, and we still have 15 laps to go. So he might go to another set of mediums, I think.
Yeah, I think that's why Booty's error is quite big, because if he had come in as soon as he'd done that, yeah, he would have lost a bit more time. He'd be maybe another 4 seconds off him, but as soon as
He
Al
wouldn't
made
lose out.
that, yeah, as soon as Al made that pit stop, then Booty would be able to put him under so much pressure, but he's not going to be able to do that now.
Yeah, it's weird and unfortunate as well, because we could have had a chance for a fight for the podium, but I guess that's not the case then.
Yeah, because Al's pace on qualifying was a lot quicker than everyone else's, but as the race was going on, Booty had the pace and was keeping Al, behind him at arm's length.
Yeah. And now it's 15 seconds, so Al almost has that free stop. I think Booty is he's not thinking about the win, he's just trying to defend his P2.
Yep. As I think that was Cosmo's AI.
No, I think
Tiny
Puggy
bit of a
is.
moment. That big Puggy's had a bit of a moment.
I'm following Stubby as he's 1.7 now behind Kieran. Both on the same strategies.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not making that much of a dent into that Booty's gap. So yeah, I think you're right. Booty is just concentrating on finishing second and not pushing out.
Yeah, I mean, without a safety car, there's no point. But I don't think. Yeah, someone will bring out the safety car.
Yeah, whether the AI and the big Puggy will. you never know with the AI. I've seen it do a few crazy things, but
maybe a crash between Kieran and Stubby.
that's the closest battle we've got on track at the moment. And he's slowly getting in, slowly clawing that at the back of Kieran, but not into the DRS zone yet.
Well, it's 1.2, and I think 2 or 3 laps ago it was 1.7, so slowly getting there.
But it'd be interesting, because if these two do start having a bit of a battle and getting DRS off each other, then they will start to catch up on Booty, because he's not going to have that DRS.
Yeah, and they are quite closing in now, because it's 11.5 seconds. And it was 12, well, a bit more than 12 seconds a few laps ago.
Yeah, they're going to need to do a second a lap more than what Booty's doing to challenge.
And
Booty.
yeah, Al's tire is reaching 50% now. Maybe Booty's trying everything to stay ahead, and then he would, with the money Jetfish sent, he will try to hit him off. We never know. Stubby is within the DRS zone, and the DRS is open now.
Yeah, it's a very short DRS zone. You don't get as much benefits you do at other tracks. Like you said, the detection and the activation zone is quite short.
Yeah. And he's lost it again, so Kieran is pushing in the final sector.
And they have... Yeah, it's not enough to challenge Booty, but they have to, again, closed up a bit. I think Al, if he comes to the pits now, it's a short pit. If he comes out, he's going to be about the same position as what... He'd be thereabouts where Booty is, but he's going to be on fresh tyres and not going to have any damage.
Yeah. Yeah, he might even be ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's 19 seconds now ahead, so yeah, a couple of more laps, and they say you lose about 22 seconds coming into the pits, getting the tyres changed, and then coming out. But like you said before, it's a very short pit stop here, so it probably not lose that much time.
Yeah, I think he might be safe. But we will see, as we are within 4 tenths now between Kieran and Stubby. Kieran doesn't have a lot of ERS to use, but Stubby used most of his on the straight line.
Just trying to see what Booty's tyres are like. Yeah, I mean, Booty's tyres, it's about 40% on them hards.
It's quite, yeah.
It's quite high, but they should last. But I think Al will have to definitely make another pit stop, but he's 20 seconds ahead now. Yeah.
Well, his tyre is almost reaching red now, as he's near 60%. But Stubby is very close now, and he might have a shot into turn 1.
Yeah, just watching that.
Can he make a move into turn zone? 3 tenths, 2.5. No,
Nope.
bit too far.
Yeah, I mean, you've really got to be on the back of that gearbox to get past on that start-finish straight. It's quite hard overtaking around the bends unless someone makes a mistake. It's a bit wide.
Yeah. I think Al's trying to create that pit stop gap. Yeah, he's going for another lap, so...
Yeah, I think Al will... yeah, he's definitely going to go soft.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only 8 laps after
Yeah.
this one, and he's done already 16 on the medium, so...
And it's a short lap as well, so... Yeah, the softs will see him through, and you'll have the fastest lap as well.
Yeah,
sorry, Jetfish.
Stubby now 4 tenths behind. It's a bit closer than he was the lap before. Is it enough this time? Kieran goes defensive, outside, late braking, into turn 1. Kieran defends the inside, and this is all helping Booty as well.
Yep, you're not going to go on the outside there.
Different lines through here. And Kieran has a good exit.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that. I think Kieran is probably running a bit more wing than what Stubby is, because Stubby seems to pull him in on the straights, where going through the bends, Kieran gets so much more traction and gets out the bends a lot quicker than what Stubby does.
Yeah. Yeah, what Stubby needs to do is save his ERS. Then he will have a better shot at it, maybe. Al's still going on though, and his tire wear is already at 66% now.
Yeah, if we see somebody running on track throwing a load of pins on the track, then we know that's that's Jetfish. I mean, the AI's coming now for Big Puggy to go into the pits, so yeah. You're in that window now for softs. I mean, he's not going to try and push it all the way to the end, is he? I mean, that's just...
No, I don't think his tires will make it. I think he will be going in now.
That would be a big gamble to try and make them tires get to the end, because he's playing with a puncher. He's in.
Yeah, he's in. And I think he will stay out of Booty. Or will he make the same mistake? It's a very tight corner. Oh, he's waiting for something. Oh no, that's just...
It was just, yeah.
I can't switch to his onboard. Come on, guys. I don't want to see the Mercedes crew getting into the chairs. I need to see where he is. There he is. Yeah, he's miles ahead.
Yeah, no errors there.
Now it's 3 tenths for Stubby. That's closer than he was last time out. Bit less ERS. Oh, still, again, late braking around the outside. Bit further ahead this time. But Kieran still has the inside. Stubby on the outside. Kieran up the inside here. Oh, Stubby got it. But Kieran is still hanging on in there. Who has the better exit here? Oh, side by side. Coming into Schijfvlak here. Around the outside now. Ooh. Almost contact. Stubby is ahead. And what a move.
Yeah, that was some great driving there by both of them. Kieran going for the defensive lines, but Stubby kept his foot down going round them outsides and then bends. Some great driving, great manoeuvres. But Kieran will hope now to keep in that gap to get DRS.
Yeah, I think he will have a shot there, quite equal on pace. So if he can hold on. Cosmo is still in the session, as he's just left it. Not sure why he retired then.
Yeah, that was an odd one.
Kieran's still following, as you said. He might have more downforce, so he can just follow around in the corners.
Yeah. But they're not bringing the gap down anywhere near what they needed to challenge Booty. So it looks like the way it's going is going to be Al Booty, Stubby.
Yep. And then we do have a Dutch driver on the podium currently, as it's not finished yet. And let's see, Kieran.
Stubby trying to break the toe.
Well, they both don't have any ERS left. Now, well, if I was Kieran, and I don't know if he has the stream on or not, just save your ERS for the like 2 or 3 laps now. Don't use any, and then try and use it all in one attack. I did that once and won a race in Zandvoort on the final lap. So.
Yeah, because well, the looks of it, Stubby is using quite a bit of ERS to try and keep ahead of Kieran and maybe try and pull out that 1 second gap, which he has done.
Oh yeah. Well, that could be crucial now. We got 14 people watching. That's like 3 times as much drivers as we have racing now.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it as exciting as we can. But yeah, Kieran's proper dropped off now. It's back at Stubby.
Yeah, he had that one chance maybe. But yeah, both the gaps as they currently are, I don't think anything will change.
No.
And we're looking at a potential championship getting snatched on the final day by the teammates. That's not what you want to have.
Oh, I was just trying to see if my live standings are updated.
I think they are.
Oh, there we go. So the way it stands at the moment, Al will be 7 points off Jetfish going into the last race.
Yeah, so just finishing will be enough next week.
Yep. Yeah, because Al's going to have the obviously fastest lap, pole position, and maximum points for the win. It's a shame Booty did what he did, because I think that would have been a close battle, knowing that Al would have had to have gone in
and closing
for another stop, because we knew that the hards would go all the way to the end. So it is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, on the other end, if you look at how the gap Al now has to Booty in 4 laps, it's like 12 seconds in 4 laps, so he would have easily caught up, but yeah, maybe it wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, it would have been a bit of a battle towards the end, but Al would have been on the better tyres, but we could have seen how good Booty's defence was. So we know it can be a little bit difficult to overtake on this track.
Yeah. Yeah, Stubby's now also closing in quite quickly on Booty. But yeah, Booty's still P2 at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Podium
I would
finish.
take that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it was anyone's really, wasn't it? From
Yeah.
you couldn't look past Al winning, so then you could say second onwards was anyone's, and that's where the battle was going to be. And Booty at the start had some fantastic pace, some great race pace.
Just that unfortunate mistake. And I mean, if you look at the pace compared to Stubby and Kieran, who don't have any damage, he is still quite quick. If you keep in mind the damage, so what could have been? But yeah, we will never know. As we got Al already on the final lap, so we just follow him then. As he's looking to take his second championship in RPM. He's done it 2 seasons ago in the mid gear.
Moving up to Premiership, maybe.
Yeah, he was. Or I think it's already 3 seasons ago when he won his championship in the Aston Martin. Now back to his old team Mercedes, where he has been for most of the seasons, just like me. Already 5 seasons with Ferrari. Maybe coming up to a 6th season.
Around the last bend.
And a little mistake, but that's it. But apart from that, dominance in Zandvoort, and he has a shot at the championship next week. And we are waiting for Booty. We'll still finish in P2. And he might be a bit disappointed. But then Stubby, hitting the grass there, after the beautiful overtake, finishes in P3 at his home circuit. It's Kieran in P4, and Kieran will be disappointed, I know that.
Yeah, I can hear a bit of banging upstairs.
Yeah, I could hear that. And yeah, Rusty will finish in P5, and as Puggy is AI. So yeah, there were only 5 drivers, but Rusty seems like he couldn't keep up today, unfortunately. But yeah, out of the 4 drivers fighting for a podium, if you fall off that one, yeah, that's not nice.
He kept going, got good points.
Yep. And he could still get P3 in the championship next week. He's 29 points behind Stebo, and I don't think Stebo will be there for the final round.
And I think Kieran as well. He's got an eye on that 3rd place as well, and I think Booty will be. So, yeah, it could be an interesting last race in Brazil.
Yeah, still a lot to play for. Of course, the constructors is decided. I think the all gear is also decided. But yeah, we still have a drivers' championship to be decided.
Yeah, so it's down to the last race.
Yeah. And the championship leader isn't there to defend himself. That's a unique situation.
He will be praying to the racing gods that Al makes a mistake.
Yeah, or maybe give some drivers some money. Now, well, there we go. We have the final results then. Absolute. Yeah, we said it before. Good job from Al. Also good job from Booty. He started P3, so he did move up a position. Same for Rusty. Puggy, unfortunately, was AI. After he disconnected and Cosmo retired. I don't know why. But we will see. And then decent points from McLaren with a P2 and a P4.
So it goes down to the last race. And there's still a few positions. Obviously 3rd is up for grabs. with no Stevo. So, yeah, there's still a bit to fight for next week. So that should be good.
Mm-hmm. It will be interesting.
And good luck to you as well tomorrow on your home Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, thank you. I haven't done much practice to be fair, but I'm free tomorrow, so I will do some laps. We'll see.
Yeah, and just make sure you got a wet setup.
So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It has been a difficult one with not a lot of drivers, but yeah, thank you Lee for hanging on in there with me. Otherwise it would have been a very difficult evening if I was on my own. So yeah, and we will see you guys in the title decider next week in Brazil. But first we will have the Premier Division back in Zandvoort finally, after doing everything we could to get it on the calendar. And luckily it isn't removed, because we did remove the last 2 rounds. So I hope you will all watch that, and yeah, we will see you all tomorrow, and hopefully my race doesn't end on lap 1. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.
Goodbye all.